Here's all the things to consider when you're deciding, should you try to get your ex back or just move on to somebody new eventually. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And I think it's a good question. Do you even want your ex back? Because there's baggage there, but there's also a lot of years there, a lot of connection there. It's a question, right? Because something has gone wrong, but there's a lot there too. So at the end of the day, these are the things that you need to consider when you're trying to make your decision. By the way, you can't call me and have me make your decision for you. People do that, You have to make the decision, but you need to consider this stuff. First of all, can you trust your ex? Okay. People can change and trust can be rebuilt over about 2 years on average. So you can reestablish trust, but it's going to take a lot of work and it's going to take some time. Okay. So that's the first thing. Secondly, do you believe in your ex to work on themselves and try to fix their problems? A lot of exes are, anti-therapy and stuff like that. And, if they've refused therapy in the past, it doesn't mean they're going to do that in the future. If you can raise attraction with them, you can get them to do things that you want them to do, like, for example, going to therapy. But if you don't have faith that they're going to put the effort in and they're not going to want to put the effort in when the attraction is low. So you have to kind of raise that before you can really tell what they're going to do. But if you think that they're just never going to work on themselves, it doesn't make sense to get your ex back, because for the same reasons that you guys broke up over, it's going to happen again. Now, when you call someone like me and you get on a phone call and try to get your ex back game plan, okay? The whole process, start to finish, worst case scenario, when you include no contact time and time to date them over again and all this stuff, it could be anywhere. You're looking at months and months and months. Okay, sometimes half a year. Sometimes more. Okay, so it's a long process to reattract your ex and get them back into that normal space that you guys had in the past. And so it's going to be a lot of work. But on the flip side, I want you to think about this. Anytime that you get into a new relationship, you're rolling the dice on the problems of the new person. Everybody kind of hides, and not necessarily hide their personality, but they put their best foot forward over the first 3 months of the relationship. You don't really know what kind of red flags you're buying into until later. And the other thing is, a lot of times people want to go back to their exes because they want to avoid the dating world. And I think to that point, the dating world is a lot of hard work. And if you're going to go find somebody new, it's going to take you about this amount of work to find the next person. First of all, you're going to need to go get a photo shoot, a professional photo shoot. That way you get good results on online dating apps or, your social media, if you're going to use those channels, which I do recommend that you do. Then you're going to need to put yourself out there. You're going to get rejected, stood up, flaked on. If you're a girl, you're going to get a bunch of dick pics. A bunch of silly stuff is going to happen to you when you're putting yourself out there. And in order to find Prince or Princess Charming, you're going to need to write down all the qualities that you want to find in the perfect person and go out there and search and date for the better part of about a year in order to, really find that person that matches all the things that you're looking for. Which means that you ought to go out maybe several times a week. Maybe you go on 1 or 2 dates a week. So you got to make your choice, right? You already know the problems that your ex has, but it is going to take a lot of work, and it's a gamble if they're going to fix themselves, right? If you go find somebody new, you don't know what you're getting, it's going to take even longer to do that. And there's a lot more discomfort there, at least in terms of, nervousness. Whereas maybe with your ex, it's more discomfort in terms of emotionality. But only you can make the choice. But whichever path that you want to go, I can help you do that. I've been both a dating coach and a Get Your Ex Back coach. So if you want my help, click into my profile, click this link right here, set up a call with me. And I want to hear your story. And I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back or get somebody new if that's what you want to do.